Okay, let's see here. Let me cut that down and we should be ready to go. Good morning, Nanya. How are you doing? Long time no see, buddy. Hope everything's going well. He's getting the help he needs. That sounds good, Nanya. East Coast, good morning. I don't know if Johnny's still on or not. Let me take a look. Yes, it is a nice day here. Nice morning. Bright and sunny. I got two ships. I got one that I think I edited and posted, and I got another one to do. So, hey, Logan, good morning to you, sir. Like I got a couple of hairs still flying. So welcome everybody that's here this first thing in the morning. We're here and we're still kicking. Only God knows how long, but we're here. Hey Lance, how you doing? Good morning to you, sir. Oh, 36 right now, Logan. That's chilly. Hey Jim, good morning. How are you doing this morning on this sunny Sunday? I imagine it's sunny down there too. Hey Mark, good morning, Mark. Or in your case, I think it's afternoon, right? Good to see you here, my friend. Yeah, I did. I just got done editing it and I gotta upload it. It's the Helena G, which is a international ship.
After you copy bird sheet, we'll get that checked out, please.
I don't know what that state police car is doing there, but it is.
It's on Niagara Attorney Sheriff, but what is this on Niagara? In addition to the victory and the T, there is a check number with them. Hold on, sorry, traffic, but Roger, you well.
Well, I don't know where everybody is. I mean, you guys are all here. I got 9 of you watching. Glad to have you. But usually by now, Mark is popping in and Justin and Dave, maybe David even from England. But David's been distraught since he lost another bird. So giant red things on the poles. I didn't see it. Let me see if I can go back and take a look and see what you're talking about. There's the state police car. Now I'm thinking maybe when the camera passes through, I'll be able to see what you're talking about, the giant red things. Oh, right there. That's a channel markers. They when they're coming down and they're getting lined up for the river, they have to line those two up, and they're lit at nighttime, and in the daytime they're red. And so as you get headed into the channel, you got to line them up, and that's the exact line that you want to follow. Big ship. I'm sure that's what you're talking about. That's channel markers. Yeah, Donald, I agree with you 100%. East Coast, that's funny. I think he was on till 2 o'clock. Uh, Don, he got off shortly right after you, but yours talk about Central Standard. That's time. Would have been about 2 o'clock. JD, brother Jim's here. Yes. Sorry about that. I was just finishing up my other ship, Jim, in case you want to check it out. It's the Helena G. Hello, Mark. Mark's coming in. Hello, Mark.
Morning, Paul.
How are you doing today?
Not too bad.
How's the weather over there?
Well, it's sort of like sunny, then not sunny, but not too bad.
A little bit of clouds, huh?
Yeah. You been out flying this morning?
Yes, I have. I got 2 ships this morning. It's really sunny here, and so I got 2 ships.
Good. What do you think? Fuel prices are going to go back up again?
I don't know.
Ours have gone down by 3p a litre, but that's about it. And the queues that are at the petrol station this morning or this afternoon were
Well,
a bit.
I see Iran overnight. The head of their parliament says that the war is not over, that they're going to continue to create havoc in the Straits of Hormuz, and so
Yeah. Well, they shot at 2 ships, didn't they?
yep.
What happened?
Well,
just
the Iranians are talking about they're still going to fight the Straits of Hormuz.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of fucking talking that they can't back up. I'm
Well,
sorry.
they went on their own state radio and said that they're showing the U.S. who's really got the power.
Yeah. By the way, I'll go on with my day and not give a shit about Iran and eat my food and do my normal day.
How's
Because I'm
breakfast
so
coming?
concerned about them. Do what?
How's breakfast coming?
Oh, I haven't eaten nothing yet. I literally just got up.
Okay.
But man, I'm shivering in my boots right now.
Well, they said that Iran fired on 2 ships. It didn't say
Yeah,
whether.
I wouldn't want to be standing at that return address. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. It didn't say whether they hit them or not. It just said they fired on them.
Nah, I doubt they hit him. The one thing they've had trouble trying to do is hit a Navy ship. They've been trying to do it since the 80s.
Well, evidently some of the carriers, the civilian carriers were headed through there and got shot at.
Huh.
So they're warning everybody to stay back. Not the U.S. isn't warning, but the Iranians are telling them, We still control the Strait of Hormuz.
I mean, whatever fantasy land they want to live in, I guess is
Well, what I
right.
don't understand, we've taken out most of their leaders, but was the guy that was on now was the head of the head of the Iranian Congress. Why the hell haven't we taken
The
him out?
parliament.
Did they take out the replacement Ayatollah yet, or is he still going?
Well, he's still semi. Evidently, the government's running itself. He's not really all with it because he was injured in the attack. But those that are running everything that's going on in Iran are saying, "Oh yeah, he's here. Everything's wonderful."
Yeah, they're saying a lot of shit they can't back up. So
And with AI, they can put voice over anything that probably sounded like him back in the day.
they're not very good with their AI anyway. If you've seen some of their fucking shit that they've put out, is like just blatantly just like, okay, yeah, that's not right.
Good morning, Skyfly. Logan is here.
If you can hear the music, I'm sorry about that, but it's next door but one playing music in their garden.
Oh, they're playing music outdoors.
Yeah.
Is the weather nice enough for them to be outdoors?
Yeah, just about. I don't know why they need it that loud.
Just to bother you, Mark.
All right, let me check the chat. Sorry, I was trying to fix my computer. My taskbar was acting stupid. What's up, Nunya? Dusty, Lance, Logan.
Jim's been
in
here.
there.
Yep.
Donald. Let's see, JD.
I see you got pretty heated on your
Dusty.
channel last night, Justin.
No. I mean, he got a little. Donald was a little passionate about his about his beliefs. Well, I'd have to say proof because I'm gonna have to agree with Donald. Everything Donald was saying, it's been proven. Everything Tim was saying is kind of a conspiracy that has has no real backing behind it. So, but it was. They got a little snappy at the end, but it was a funny argument throughout it.
Yeah, most of the people that were on the channel were pretty much not listening to Tim. They were agreeing with Donald.
Yeah, that's why I reworded it. I wasn't saying, I meant to say like what you were talking about has been factually proven. What Tim was talking about was just a bunch of conspiracy shit he watched on YouTube. Which is fine. I mean, if it wants to be into that, it's something at the end of the day. I don't really care. Somebody can believe the moon's fucking purple, and I don't care. If they want to believe in that, that's fine. Don't pull me into it. That's any of the rest. What was Untrackable getting drunk yesterday morning or something?
I don't remember him being drunk or anything. He was
I don't know.
smoking.
I didn't go back and watch the live. When you ended it, I just turned it off. I didn't end up going back and watching any of it. All right, let's see. No, I knew it. But Tim was getting a little bit more pissed off at the end there, so it's probably a good thing that he left and just ended it. As he was getting a little mad.
Well, I don't know whether it's the war that's creating more problems, but Saudi Arabia have now decided to pull out the funding for the Live Golf Tour. So that's going to end.
That might be a whole business problem there.
Mm.
But you know how much Trump loves golf, so I'm sure he'll get that fixed. He'll call up the prince and be like, "Yo, bro, what's going on?" And then whoever decided to cancel it, whether it be the head government or somebody, I'm sure they're gonna get a phone call and be like, what the fuck are you doing?"
They're not
That's
really
one.
about it because the players will just go back to the European Tour and the PGA American Tour.
Oh, was that the Saudis' own tour that they were trying to do?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they found it wasn't making the money they thought it would.
Well,
Okay,
they were
I
giving
thought
a lot of money in prize money, so it may just be that they weren't
well,
probably as much as they thought, but you never know.
oh, yeah, or because I thought you were talking about like some kind of PGA tournament, or Donald called him up and been like, "Bro, come on now, I'm all
Mm.
PGA, buddy. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and end that little racket you got going on the side."
Mm.
I mean, it did that. It wouldn't surprise me because he actually got quite a bit of influence over that prince. That
Mm.
prince really likes Trump. I mean, that motherfucker, he's looked at him and said, you want to, you're investing 600 billion. Why not make it a trillion? He said, okay. It's like it was just nothing. Yeah, sure. I'll give you another 400 billion. What's up, Nanya? Oh, Paul, Nanya don't have a wrench.
Hang on. I'm off here dilly
He
dallying.
he thought something. He was one of those ones that thought like he died or something. He was like, I ain't seen Paul in months. What happened? And I was like, no, he just got a new channel. Or something
Where's
like the other day.
I don't see none on here. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's right there.
Was up at the beginning.
MAGA making America golf again.
Hey, Nunya, you got a wrench.
Look at
Don't know
Donald.
Utah County is.
Utah County's what?
One of the guys in the chat. It's called Utah County something. Or
Uh, oh yeah. Oh no, that's what's his name from he was Arizona something or another. Remember he was like Arizona News or something.
oh right, yeah.
I can't think of his name. He was the one that came in and he was given he was giving somebody shit about their channel because they had it set for kids only and he was like, "I'm gonna report you." But the thing is you can have your channel set to kids only, but just nobody's gonna be able to comment, or you're not gonna be able to live stream
Yeah.
with a chat. So that's up to you. If you want to have a bunch of videos out there that people can't comment on, and you don't want any interaction with the audience, and you can set it to that all day long. But the person that was like getting on, I want to say it was JDS's channel. He had some of his videos set for kids, and he like went the fuck off on him in the chat, like, "Oh, you need to change it to from it's not for kids," and all this other shit. Like, he was making a big old deal about it.
Well, if you don't look carefully when you put a video up, it can sometimes be on made for kids, and if you don't notice it,
Hi, Roger, sir. I just wanted
Well, the biggest thing too is you gotta,
He's on first call to City Smith dog.
if you ever do something else when you upload a video, like say you normally you upload to public, not for kids, all that, you can actually go in and set permanent preferences. But if you go in and say one day you decide, "Oh, I'm gonna put this video on unlisted," and you put it on unlisted and then upload it, then the next video you're gonna do is gonna do the same thing until you change it again. So it'll like get stuck on those settings until you go in and change it again.
have you seen that Bamboo have done a beta firmware that they're asking people to join?
What what is this?
I don't know what it's for. It just, if you go into the handy app and go into the various different things, it's got like for firmware updates and stuff like that. It's got a beta version that you can update to.
Gotta be careful with beta versions.
Yeah. Unless that's what they bring in, or that's the one that brings that what's it into play,
If you want to put
mixing filaments.
fucking Donald, just put all my videos put up as for kids. All those fisheye videos. Um,
Well, that dragon finished printing, and Hellfire, it's going to take, well, it did take quite a long time to take all the various different supports off it. But they're good.
yeah, the one I printed some little Stanley Cup earrings yesterday. They came out pretty cool with like little miniature Stanley Cups. So I sent some pictures out to some of the girls from my work that wanted stuff, and then like Sarah was showing everybody at her little girls' night or whatever. She was showing all the girls the pictures of it. And fucking everybody loved the Stanley Cup ones. Those seem to be the most popular. Yeah, I got back into it, none of I used to 3D print before I knew you. But yeah, I jumped back into it.
Yeah, we're actually gonna depart.
I would say, see, I don't even know if printers are still ready for
Copy.
anybody to use one. because you still have to work on them and you still have to change out parts if it breaks.
Mm.
So unless you're into doing that, I probably still wouldn't get into 3D printing. Now, if they can come up with a reliable ass printer where all you'd have to change out is a hot end once in a while, and I would almost have no issue.
Yeah, and they made it an easier hot end to change.
Yeah, I don't know why they went so difficult on that. And then you guys have a problem with them falling out during the print, right? Every once in a while, those magnets will give out.
Well, not the hot end, it's just the cover that goes over it that has the fan in it. Because all it's held on
Uh,
is magnets.
oh, I thought there was some kind of head or something everybody kept saying would fall out every once in a while.
No, it's that big white cover that goes on the front of the hot end. That's got the part cooling fan in.
Oh yeah, the minis got the same cover, same
Yeah.
type of cover. But I don't use the magnetic cover. I have a custom one I put on there. Can't you just print another faceplate and that like just snaps on the head that you can get rid of that cover?
I don't know, there must be a sensor in it, I think, because it tells you that it's fell off.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if there's a way you could print a custom cover and then maybe turn that off where you don't really need that anymore.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like, why did they really need to put a sensor for something that stupid? If they would have put strong enough magnets, they would have never had the problem of it falling off anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like, why put a sensor for just that stupid cover? Like, because I don't think it really needs to be on there for, like, if you took the sensor out of the equation, that wouldn't really need to be on there for the printer to run, right?
Well, the cover has the part cooling fan built into it, so it plugs in as well.
Yeah, but the cover's not wouldn't be essential to running the printer, would it?
No, I wouldn't have thought it would have been other than that.
Because like mine, I don't need any cover on it. It'll run fine without nothing on it.
Mm.
Although it's completely different head than what you guys use. Same concept. Yeah, none. Yeah, like I said, unless you want to work on that thing once in a while and you got to buy spare parts from whatever company's printer you go with, just keep that in mind, dude.
Mhm.
That it is a little technical on you may have to replace a board at some point or something like that. And then sometimes your printers will give you fucking error codes.
Mhm.
Oh, this problem, you're having this problem. You'll turn it off and you'll come back next day and it's working fine.
All right.
Like it did with my fucking nozzle, or what was it, that was a filament sensor or something? Oh no, it was a Z axis sensor. That's what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, and a 3D slicer too. None, I'm gonna be honest with you, is gonna look there like looking at an alien language if you've never used it before. Like, because there's so many like boxes of settings you can click off and on, and different size stuff you can do. The settings is where it's the hardest part to learn.
Yeah. Then you've got to be able to strip it apart when it clogs up or gets the filament stuck or something as well.
Yeah, it can definitely be a struggle sometimes. And then sometimes you'll go like You could go a week and a half, 2 weeks, and just be printing every fucking day and not have a single problem.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, 2 days straight, you can't get a single fucking print to want to print right. And then
Yeah.
the next day, you'll reprint whatever you were trying for 2 days, and it prints fine. You're like, what the fuck? I've had that happen, dude. Like last weekend, I couldn't get all Saturday. I was trying to print shit, and everything kept fucking up, and I just got frustrated. Turned the printers off. I was like, I'll come back to it later.
That's already.
Sunday morning, I flipped the printers back on, cleaned the beds off and everything, and I go to reprint the same shit I was trying all day Saturday, put it perfectly, and I did it like 4 times in a row. That I was like, what the fuck?
Check for traffic before we go live. Roger, there's currently no reported downbound traffic.
But I mean, don't let's be discouraged from getting one if you really want to get into it.
And the caribou aisle just departed through.
There are always those little things. Yeah, watch it before.
Thank you,
Shit, Mark, you probably had more problems with your printer than anybody.
Yeah, most likely.
That might have been why that guy was selling it. Maybe he like thought it was possessed or something. He got the one possessed bamboo printer.
Mm.
Did you get a good buy on it, Mark?
Oh yeah, I got it for a reasonable price. Yeah.
Because no matter what I do, I keep trying to print a bunny rabbit and it keeps printing out fuck you. Now, what's the one you've had a problem with the fans quite a few times, huh?
Yeah, it's the part cooling fan. The plug that is on the end of the part cooling fan is a pain in the backside.
That's the one thing I do like about the A series, though, is they are easier to work on. Like if you just want to switch out a hot end, it takes like 30 seconds at that. I mean, you literally pop the rubber boot off, you unclip it, it pops right out. You pop the new one in there, clip it, slide the rubber boot back on, you're done.
Yeah,
So much.
on the P series, you've got to unscrew it from it. It's got a
Yeah.
fan to it.
That's why they did it. They made it so such a pain in the ass. That way you just buy the whole unit every time.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's what everybody does.
When you buy it, I think you get 2 spares with it anyway.
What's up, Jody? Lost you in the chat there.
Roger, reach reporting downbound. Smoke dock. In addition to the CSL Niagara.
Jim wanted to know what Joel was doing.
At 1127.
You actually did the build on it, Noni, or you took it to somebody? Did you do it yourself? Oh man. Went on a lot later than I was planning on last night.
You were on to what, 2 o'clock?
Yeah. Fucking looked at the clock right when Donald left. I'm like, oh shit, it's already 2. Like, I'm gonna close this down anyway then. I was ready to go.
I'm gonna take a walk up to Family Dollar.
Okay.
They were all ready to leave,
Hey,
so I was
if
just
you
like,
have,
fuck it.
Yeah. Got me a stuff that's important.
hang on.
Taking forever for Joe to get in.
I'm waiting to get in.
That's it.
I'm in, but I'm not in yet. My video's not working.
Hold on. Let me stop video. Hold on, I'll stop trying to turn it on for a sec. Did it turn on?
No.
All right, hold on a sec. Let me do that.
Cannot start video.
All right, now try it.
Nope. Let me come back in. Not doing it.
Or unplug your camera and just plug it back in real quick. Your camera's probably wigging out.
I gotta go find out where it's at. It's plugged in way in the back. I
Or
gotta go find it.
you might have something else open on the computer that's trying to use the camera.
I don't think I did. Let me double check.
You weren't on Johnny's or anything, were
I
you?
was on Johnny's, but let me make sure.
Yeah, close any
I know what
tabs.
it might be. Hold on. I know what it might be. Still had what you call it up last night from Bill's. Hold on. See if this works. There.
Yeah, there you go.
I had Bill's up in the background.
That's how I said something else was running the camera.
Oh,
Hey, Joe, how's it go?
it's going all right.
Were you on? Were you on with Justin last night till 2 o'clock this morning?
No, I
Yeah.
actually didn't go on because I was on Bill's for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Well, cone earrings.
Yeah, I saw those. Those were pretty cool. You ought to send one of those to Ed. Eh?
Joe's favorite. Peeps.
Yeah. Now I don't have the peeps like that. I got the studs, but they had those on there.
Yeah. And then I got I did these in 3 different colors. Let me find the other one.
I did Michaela's purple ones last night. I got to do the pinks today, so I get them off
These
tomorrow.
are the Stanley Cups.
Yeah, you printed that thing to hold it to?
Yeah, yeah. And what I did was I just did the earring backing. There's the
Yeah.
white ones and there's the purple one.
Yeah.
No,
So
I did the
where'd you
white
get that?
backing.
Where'd you get the backing?
I just put it in the earring holder and that's what came up. But I only did up to the 4th layer because it was like 30 something layers.
Oh,
And I'm
let's see,
like, I
man.
don't need it. So what I did was I let it print up to the 4th layer on all of them. And then I
Right.
just stopped the print and waited for them to cool off and then peeled them off the plate.
Well, you could have also, what you call it, just downsized it. If it was 4 millimeters, to bring it down to like 2 or 1.
I could have, but I already had a whole tray of them printing. So I was looking at it and I was like, I don't need them to be that fucking thick. I just need little thin cards to hold them. So it got to the 4th layer and I was like, yeah, that looks thick enough. And I stopped it and it came out perfect. But the Stanley Cups seem to be a big hit right now.
Well, it is 99.9% official. I can make the announcement. I will be a Avada 360 owner today.
Stage 5 has begun.
It's being delivered or what?
No, I'm
Johnny,
going to Johnny's.
Oh, he doesn't want it anymore.
Yeah, he called me he told me yesterday. He said, you want mine?" Like that. So what do you mean? He said, "I don't like editing. I just don't like editing." Like that. And I said, "Think about it. Don't just think." I said, "Don't just make that decision. Think about it." I said, "I'm 99.9% sure." I said, "Let me know when you're 100." About 20 minutes later, he said, "I'm 100% sure." So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go over there and pick it up. 3 batteries, the hub, and the drone. And he's got the Start RC case coming in. So I get the case. And I
Johnny
saw, like
picked
I
a
said,
bad hobby to get into if you don't like to do any editing.
yeah, and I got I sold that other drone yesterday for 450. So I don't have to come up with a lot.
I'm sure. See, what he needs to do is just get a hold of DJI and be like, "Will you sell me a drone without a camera? I just want to fly it. I don't care about the camera."
Well, we were on the show and Lon was talking about you don't even need the computer. And this is something I didn't know. And I told John, think about it now. Nope. He packaged it all up already. And he said, and we were joking. I said, yeah, I'm getting, I was going to buy one. I said, take 3 days. He said, you ride your ass over here and you could have it in 20 minutes. Like that. So he's ready to get rid of it. But Lon said you can send it directly to your phone and automatically it picks it up as 360 and it's got like 5 features more than the studio has. And you can do it all on your phone. And then upload it or send it somewhere else, you know. So I'm gonna
Don't surprise me. That's not a big leap in technology.
well, I know. So I'm gonna see how it is on that. Because on the phone, let me tell you what you can do. I didn't know. I could be focusing on a tugboat, right? And I'm coming up to the tugboat and I'm telling it to track the tugboat. And then it's got a feature on there so it can do a barrel roll. They'll do a barrel roll
Right.
with the video, but the drone never did it. And come out of there and you tell it to slow it down and slow it down and then go back into tracking. So you can make it look like you did a barrel roll. I told Joe Fodolio, I told him, I said, shit, after I learn how to edit it that way, I'll be flying better than you. I said, I'm gonna make you look bad because he does all that stuff with the FPV, you know. But how long you stayed on last night?
Still two.
Oh Lord help me. I went to bed last night about what time was it? About quarter to 11.
Ed never
Uh
even showed up in the chat, so I guess he just taking the.
taking some time off. But
Hmm.
I went to bed and then like I said, I pulled up my I was looking on Instagram and that. I looked up, it was
Yeah.
freaking 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the morning. I gotta
Yeah, I
stop
didn't
doing that.
realize what time it was. Did you see the whole argument between, well, not argument, but debate between Tim and uh, Donald?
No, I didn't see it because I was on bills for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe we even went 3 hours. I mean, I didn't even realize it was 3 hours.
We
Did
always
Dominic ever come on?
we always do 3 hours.
Yeah, but I didn't realize it was 3 hours. I looked, they said, we're on 3 hours. I looked down and said, oh shit. I didn't realize it was. But did Dominic come on yours last night?
Nah,
Yeah, because he was there the whole time with Bill.
no, I don't think Dominic was on last night.
Because
I
I
don't
looked,
remember
I was
him.
watching for a few minutes, and then I said, I'm tired. So I just went. Last thing I think it was Sean was
Was he?
on.
Yeah, I can't
uh,
remember, Jody.
Like,
God, it was so fucking late. Hold on.
yeah, like Al, Tim, and you and Sean were the only ones on at the time.
Hold on, let me go to my channel. I think he
Is
was
Brenda
on
in
there.
the
I,
chat?
I
Hey,
don't
Brenda, if you're in
remember.
the
It
chat, Jim,
was like the
Frank,
last hour or so. I was so
Joel,
fucking tired. I was just like,
Nanya.
kind of just sitting there listening.
Nanya's in the chat. Well, that's a
Yeah.
long time since we've seen him. Huh?
Yeah,
Logan,
we haven't seen him in a long time.
Mudball was meatball. Yeah, Mudball was hitting meatball. I don't know why I
No,
said meatball.
Dominic wasn't on the channel last night.
Yeah. Hey, meatball. I mean, Mudball.
I came in briefly and said hello.
Because it was me, Donald, and Sean, and Tim, and then Sean left, and then it was just me, Donald, and Tim for a while. And them two had a like, probably, I don't even know how long it was. It's been 30 minutes, an hour long, fucking argument or debate over flat Earth, which was some parts of it was quite hilarious, dude. I just started
Tim
bursting out
believes
laughing.
that the Earth is flat, Joe.
You
And
serious?
of course, yes,
Yeah.
and okay, so that was Tim's belief, and I can make fun of him for it. Whatever. Tim's into the conspiracy stuff. That's not him. But Donald was doing the fact of no, this is proven science. This is what we've proven. This is how we proved it. And they were going back and forth, and just Donald was like getting so passionate about it.
Well, so was Tim. Tim was passionate on his belief.
And it was just the way Donald was like, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" Like, he was really like getting into it.
Yeah. Well, she just came over to me, but she's still walking with her head down. Now she got her head up now because I'm petting her. But when she walks to me, she's got her head down.
She's got a neck problem.
No, I don't think it's anything to do with the neck. I think it's still something to do with the stomach.
Okay.
She don't feel as bloated. Let me see the other side. And when I press on her stomach, she's not whimpering or anything. Yeah, so oh my
Like,
goodness.
okay. So last night, Donald didn't really get the reference when I put this in the chat. But okay, so let me get okay. So this guy right here is what I was said Donald was being, right?
Mhm.
And then the other guy was Tim. Like just the way Donald was talking.
Hold on! This is my favorite. Hold on! Her sister was a witch, right?
That was Tim.
What was her sister? A princess! The Wicked Witch of the East, bro!
So which one was the yelling one? Was that Tim?
No, that was Donald.
Oh,
Because
Lord.
Donald, the way he was like coming in the camera and he would shake his head like that, like it reminded me of him. It's pretty funny.
Are you sick?
Well, because Donald like loves space stuff. Like he's definitely a space enthusiast.
Yeah, she may wind up in the vet tomorrow just to get looked at.
And then they had a little bit of a religious debate as well.
Wow.
Because Donald's like me. You don't believe in that stuff.
All I know is piece of white hair. Look, you see the white hair? It got stuck on my Velcro. Come off of Loki. Ah, don't worry, Loki. You do it.
At least it wasn't your ball hair when you were wiping your ass. That would have sucked.
Oh, let's talk about that a minute.
They
Okay.
get hooked onto your fucking wristband. Ah.
You just made me remember something about ball hair. Okay, let me.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I got the middle bathroom right now. Only thing I use the middle bathroom for is if I gotta go to the pee. When I gotta pee, the seat is up, okay, all the time. Unless somebody's coming over, I put it down. Be nice. But I walk in there and I pee on the thing,
Right.
right? Now nobody's peed in that thing except for me for months, except for my what you call daughter-in-law. She's done it one time, and I've cleaned it. Everything's been clean, right? So I walked in there yesterday, and you know how the seat's open, you got that little gap behind the seat, right?
Right.
Behind where the thing screws in. I
Uh-huh.
looked in there, and I got black pubic hair.
Are you sure it's not the dog hair that's just floated around the house and stuck to there?
This was pubic hair. About
Oh, it's
3 or
like
4
curly. It
nice
was a
little
little
curly black pubic hair.
Yeah, you got
I had to double check and look. I don't have black pubic hair.
He's got some maintenance guy coming in there taking a shit in his house while he's gone.
But this is my question, okay? No, unless they're moving, they're not coming in because my camera would pick them up. I got cameras inside. So ain't
Bro, it's
nobody
like that.
coming in the damn house.
No, it's like that apartment complex in LA where the mirror, there was actually a access behind the mirror in the bathroom.
Wow.
I think it was your daughter-in-law.
Do you remember that?
No, I've
That-
cleaned it
there-
since she's been there.
There was a case, and I think it was in LA, where the lady got robbed and they killed her, but there was actually a access through the walls, and it had like an entrance behind each mirror in the bathroom to get into
Yeah, I see what you mean.
apartment.
Yeah. So this about a week ago, I saw 3 of them there, right? So I said, shit. I looked and I cleaned it all off again. So everything's way to go. We lost them. Oh, there
Yeah,
we
go
go.
ahead.
So I cleaned everything off again, got it nice and clean. Went to pee yesterday. They got 3 of them sitting there again. I looked at it and I went, I cleaned this thing. What the hell's going on here? I even look. I took a picture to make sure I didn't have any black that I didn't know about. You know, and I said, well, I don't even
Oh
sit
my
down. So
God, dude. I
yeah.
don't even
I
want
said,
to
so,
imagine Joe spread eagle in the bathroom taking pictures of a set. Oh my
and
God.
I took a picture like this, and I looked at the shit. I said, there ain't no black hair there. You know, the few that are there left is great. You know, I said, bitch, where in the hell he's coming from? I'm thinking, and the doors always closed when the dogs are here, so the dogs aren't climbing up there. This is a mystery. This is definitely a ghost pubes. Yeah, I'm telling you. But I mean, I looked at that and I said, well, I'm gonna figure this shit out.
Well, you're a lucky man, Joe, if that's the only mystery in your life.
Now, I got a couple of minutes. But like I said, I've been here going on 19 years, right? And I remember it was about 6 years I was here, and I was in the bathtub, I was in the shower, and that was the same bathroom. I used to take my shower in there, and I had a clear shower curtain because I was the only one here. I liked that shower curtain. It matched everything in the bathroom. It was the sea theme. And I'm standing there with the door open, taking my shower, no dogs or anything. And all of a sudden, I saw something move past the door, and I looked, and I could see it looked like a little girl. And I said, "Who the hell is in this apartment?" So I grabbed the towel, ran outside, looked around. There was nobody, and it was a figure of a little girl walked past. So about a week later, my son jumps out of bed screaming. I said, "What the hell? What's the matter with you?" He said, "There was a little girl standing next to the bed." And I said, "What she look like?" And he told me. I hadn't told him. Exactly the same features, everything, right? And then I told him the story, and he said, "Oh shit, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back over here." Like I said, "You are coming back over here. We're gonna figure this thing out, right?" About a month later, both of us saw it, and he got up and walked out. He said, "I'm leaving. I'll see you later." Like that. He was leaving, right? And I said, "Bitch, get your ass back here."
It was in
So
your apartment?
yeah, it's like a little girl walking by, right? So we saw it 3 times. I saw it once, he saw it once, and we saw it together. So Justin gave me shit. He said, "Oh, bullshit." About a month later, Justin saw it. He said it was just like out the corner of his eye. I looked over, saw an image of a little girl, and it just disappeared. And he said he ain't coming over. So they were all saying bullshit, like this. So it was and I said, okay, let's pray over the place. So we did some prayers and all kinds of stuff, pulled the Bible out, did all kinds of stuff, exercised it, right? About 3 months later, I had shoot and I was dead tired. I had come in from doing an out of town 5 hour drive, everything. I get in here, I'm by myself. Okay. Now it's not doing anything stupid, it's just we're seeing it. I'm by myself, I'm laying in bed, and and I'm the only one here, no dogs. And I felt, how you feel the bed move or something? I felt the bed like somebody sat on it, but it wasn't a lot of weight. And immediately I went and opened my eyes. And I sat there and I kind of looked over to the side and I could see a shadow sitting on the other side of my bed. And I said, okay, look, I'm too tired to mess with you today. I said, just like this, I'm too tired to mess with you today. I know you're not here to hurt anybody. I don't even know why you're here. I said, but nobody's here to hurt you, so you could leave and never come back. If you need to be here, just leave us alone. I'm good. Like that. I said, that's good. And I laid there for a minute and I said, I'm going back to sleep. Just do what you got to do. Just don't move around too much. And I actually said that. And I'm laying there and I had my hands like this. And I felt something. I felt it get off the bed. I said, good, it's gone. I felt it sit in the bed next to me. And I was thinking, oh shit, I ain't opening my eyes. No way I'm opening my eyes. Like this. It laid down and I felt the a little bitty hand go between my hands. And I said, okay, you're good. Just go to sleep, leave me alone. Never seen it since.
I
So
hear the ghost whispering in Joe's ear. I ain't going anywhere, motherfucker.
I don't know. But I talked to people that lived in the complex about it, and they said, we've seen it every once in a while too. I even tried to find out if maybe a little girl drowned in the pool or something, or died in the complex. But it never happened again.
How long ago was this, Joe?
It'd be about 10 years.
Oh, wow.
about 10 years ago, because the boys were young and they were still in school. But like I said, you're fine here. Nobody's gonna bother you. Just, stay here like that. And that's when I felt the hand. It was a little bitty hand got in between mine, like about the size of my granddaughter's. And I said, I really don't want to open my eyes. I opened my eyes, I didn't see anything, and I could still feel it, right? I said, you're here, you're safe. Nobody's gonna bother you like that. And I laid there for a minute, and I felt the hand still there. I went to sleep because it didn't move, it just stayed there. When I woke up, it never been back. So I don't know if it was somebody that I don't know, but that was freaky. It had me to the point where I almost moved. If some stupid shit would have been happening, I wouldn't have been in.
Yeah, the only weirdest thing I ever experienced was when I was at my dad's house and he was gone, and I swear I heard him say my name like 2 different times.
Oh Lord.
I'm in his room, but he was not home. I called my mom up and said, "You better come pick me up. I'm gonna fuck out of here." Which some ghost believers have told me may have been a
Nanya
mimic.
says they only come to those with a good heart, Joe.
I'll put it like this. I don't know how good my heart was, but I know that shit was skipping a beat.
I was watching some guy doing ghost hunting the other day, and the ghost said, "Do you want to have sex?" He was like, "Oh no, thank you." I was like, "Dude, I don't know, dude. If a ghost offered it up, I'd be like, well, let's try it. See how good you really are."
What movie was that where the ghost was having sex with somebody?
Oh, and a scary movie. He
Yeah.
ends up sleeping with the ghost. She comes up on him and does like the scary face. All of a sudden, it goes to the next scene, and he's got a paper bag over her head, fucking her up against the wall.
God darn it. Trying to give her pill. You got to take this pill. Don't keep spitting it out.
Nice sports car.
She keeps spitting it out. Come on.
That kind of makes you wonder, don't you? That if you're saying like family members are just standing around you all the time watching you. Oh, what about your private times when you're like watching Pornhub? That's kind of creepy.
You know what the trick is to make her swallow the pill? Don't hand it. Don't put it in your hand and hand it to her like that. You ball it up and throw it, and she catches it and swallows it.
Dude, my dogs don't have any trouble taking pills with food, dude, because they both just like they fucking mow it down the minute you hand it to them. They're those dogs that damn near choke themselves trying to eat something.
Well, yeah, normally.
Bo's really good at catching stuff in the air. You can toss like shit from like 4 feet away, and that motherfucker will jump up and catch it.
See, I bought a little can at the dollar store of white chicken. It's like tuna
From
fish,
Butler.
just white
From
chicken.
Butler.
And what I did is I put it in here, and that's how I've been
Big
giving her
boy.
a pill with the chickens. I know she can eat it.
Ah,
It just looks like tuna fish, basically.
she likes the chicken though.
Oh, she knows it's chicken, so and she's walking around, better today. She came out from under the bed on her own. Nobody had to coax her. She walked up front, but when she's walking, she's got the head like right here, like she's still having a problem. She's not walking around with her head high. Hasn't barked in 3 days. So that's the only thing that's bothering me, that she's not barking. That's telling me she's still not feeling right.
Well, you may have to take her to the vet.
Yeah, she's probably gonna have to go.
What are you
You're probably
talking
gonna
about,
have to
man? You
go.
wouldn't be able to do. I wouldn't even be able to go take a shit with those kind of rules.
What kind of rule?
Like they need to just not be in your private area, your private space. Ghosts need to respect the boundaries, just like when they were alive. You don't go in the bathroom and stare at somebody.
There you go. That's it for right now. That's it. Go.
I don't
Yes.
know. I'm under the belief it's just darkness at the end. Nothing. Infinite nothing.
Well, I told you what happened to me right about that. You talking about darkness at the end, right?
You're talking
Did I
about
ever-
what?
Did I ever tell you the story when I almost died?
Yeah, but but the thing is, though, the whole dying thing, when people experience things, there's no way to really prove was that the last 5 seconds, and that's just what their brain did. Were they actually experiencing something?
Yeah.
There's just no way to prove it. So experiences are just that. They're just experiences. But
Now I can tell
it's
you.
like when you dream, they say you could feel like you were dreaming for hours, but it's only like 30 seconds. You know, or
Now,
10
now
seconds. It'll be
I'll tell
instant.
you. I believe in all the Christian stuff. You know, I've studied the Bible and everything else. So that could be
Yeah.
that could be what you know. In my belief, that's what I believe. But when I almost bled to death because they had done an angiogram and I took a step and the femoral artery busted open and I had blood everywhere and I probably lost half of the blood in my body because my blood pressure was down to like 60/30. My arms were cold and they were pressing on me. I thought they were going to break my leg. They were pushing on so hard to try to stop the bleeding and everything went black. But then it wasn't a dark, I didn't see a light like black, like right away. But I remember I was in perfect, comfortable peace, not hurting, no pain. And I was moving towards something. And it was getting lighter and lighter and lighter. And I started seeing outlines of people, but I couldn't tell you who they were. But I knew they knew me. That's what it felt like. And then all of a sudden, as it was getting brighter and starting to really be so bright, I couldn't even look. I said, "What about my kids?" And I was immediately back. That's when they shot the atropine and everything started working again. But it could be because of my belief, you know, that's what I
Yeah,
believe
it's your
in.
brain doing something. Yeah, you just
Yeah.
don't know.
You know, I have to, because I believe that I have to trust in it, you know. So I don't know. I'll find out. So it's just, but I came, you know, my ex-wife told me, she said, "Well, you missed your chance. You missed your chance because all the crap that was going on between us."
And as
Like
complex as the universe is, I mean, it's possible your energy gets recycled back into something else.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you are technically energy.
I printed this last night. Bird feeder.
What'd you print it out of though?
That's PETG.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm gonna hang it out here. They tell us we can't, but I'm doing it. I'm putting my 2 hummingbird feeders up too.
Why
Let
did they
them send
tell
me a
you you
note.
couldn't have them up?
They're saying you can't hang anything anymore. You can't put any hooks in anything. They've done that about 2 years ago, but there's people around here still do. So I'm gonna, because I got the hooks. They're in there automatic. They're in there because I've had them for so long. So I'm just gonna hang them and get my birds back. Like,
Oh, I was
they
gonna
used to have
say
hummingbirds.
either that or put a big pot out there and put one of those
Well, you
little
could put a
hangers in there.
like if I put something that'll hold like a stick that'll have something on there, you can buy them. They just go up and they have a little hook.
Well, if
Yeah.
anybody asks you, Joe, just tell them you're under the grandfather clause because you were
Yeah.
doing it before.
Well, I ought to be, you know. So Johnny said to me, he said, "Well, you get your ass over here. You get the drone in 15 minutes." I went like this. I went, "I'm coming." I said, "I'm coming." Like that, I'm going. Yeah, that was my sale for yesterday. And then I hit the Powerball this morning. So
Oh, you hit the
Only-
Powerball?
yeah, only the Powerball number.
how much is Johnny charging you for the drone?
Just what he paid for it. Exactly what he paid for it. So, and like I said, I'm getting a bargain because he's got Start RC sending him a case and everything else. So when he gets the case, he said the case is yours.
Nah, I think you still need a low ball. He opened it. It ain't new anymore. You can't try
I'll
to
go
sell
up
that
there.
point to you.
I'm saying what you said. I think it ought to be like 400, man. He's actually calling me right now. Oh Lord, help me. Let's see what he says.
Yeah, that's what I tell him.
What's up?
Hey, I was gonna tell you.
He's changed his mind.
You hit a tree, don't you? That'll happen. Um, there are some places you can send it to, but I wouldn't. I don't know. DJI drones can be a little complex to work on. Be careful with that. Especially the newer ones.
That Chris QC guy, he repairs drones.
Well, and then you got drone nerds. There's still companies that do it. You got Drone Works, Drone Nerds. Those are all ones you can send your drone off. You can actually send it off. They'll give you an estimate of what it is to fix it, and if you can either decide to fix it or not, and then they'll ship it back because you send a return label with it. So you can send it in. They'll give you an estimate.
Whenever
And
I've
then-
had drones
and you
fixed, I
can-
always send it back to DJI.
And you can pay to have it done within a couple days too. They have like express service. You can pay an extra I don't know much money for. And they'll get your drone. They'll put your drone at the front of the line.
There's a DJI service center, I think, in St. Louis.
There's one in California too, and one in Texas. There's two of them. One in
That's what I
California,
mean,
one in
Texas.
Texas,
I think Dallas, Texas, right?
or Houston. One of the two. I don't know. I don't know where in Texas.
No additional traffic.
Mm.
Yeah, he's on Drone Seekers International today at what you call it, 2 o'clock. What's that behind you? What's that doing? That ship, that boat.
It's
That's a
It's like-
Canadian Coast Guard. He's working on markers.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
looking at, so he must be picking up markers with that thing in the front.
Yeah, there's two markers down south of me. Used to just stick out like a pole, and
Yeah.
they put the lights on them.
Oh, okay.
yeah, Drone Seekers is 2 o'clock your time,
You
Joe.
can see them laying there, Joe.
3
Two
o'clock
of them
East.
side
Yeah.
by side.
Yeah, look at the picture they put on the thing with Johnny. I told him, shit, man, they put that picture on there and they didn't size it right. They didn't hold the shift down when they did it. I said, it makes you look like you've been eating that stuff like for a week. He looked at it and went, oh my God, look at that. That makes him look like he's about 3 times the weight he is. Damn. They didn't know what they were doing.
I think Jackie's running it because
That's not that bad of a picture.
Steve's
it's a bad
still in
thing.
Florida and Marcus is still in Florida.
No,
Yeah.
Johnny looks pretty healthy in that picture.
Yeah, he looks real healthy, like he'd been eating every day, 4 times a day.
See what I tell you yesterday? He was bashing about his editing skill, and then he says Johnny looked at my pictures, said they were really good. I was like, how much does his opinion really mean, Joe?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you got a point. Now he was showing them on the show this morning.
Look at Joe lost some weight. Now he's running around calling everybody else fat. He's like, hey,
Hey, look at this. This is a large.
why don't you put the donut down, fatty?
See, this is my 250 shirt I bought. Got this one instead because I like this
Did you
one
get it
'cause
from
all is-
Valhalla?
Huh?
Did you get it from Valhalla Project?
No, I got it from Timu.
You should have done it from Valhalla, dude.
Yeah, I like this one.
They support veteran suicide programs. So
Oh yeah, I was gonna buy one, but I found this one before. This
expensive,
one only
but
cost me like $6.
I know, but it's the point of it's American made shirt that's printed
Yeah,
here, made,
I've still got it. I'm gonna probably buy one.
and you're supporting a good cause that that you are one of them.
Yeah,
They do a lot. They do memorial plaques for free for families of fallen soldiers. They support a lot of suicide programs because they have Project 22. What is it? Project 22?
yeah. Hey, Loki. Loki out of the blue. That's one thing about him. He's the kind of dog that was always staying to himself. If you left the cage open, you'd see him laying in the cage because he was always in the cage, so he'd go lay in the cage. But now he's got like free range and everything. And if I open the thing, I said, "Go in your cage." He'll go in the cage, but he's got free range. And what he'll do out of the blue, he just comes over here and he comes up and he just gets up on both legs and he's got to lick me on the hand or on the arm, just like telling me thank you. Bring me that ball. I throw it. Give it to me. Give me that ball. It's right there. Give me that ball. Bring it to me. Come on. But this is pretty cool, this little bird feeder. It's a 4-hour print. But I'm thinking about buying some, like 4 rolls of sort of the PETG, like a blue or red or like a brown and something else.
Right.
And then use it just to make some of these things like this. But these are pretty cool. Shit, and I got to go to the trail. I have to go to the trailhead. I have to make my time on a Saturday morning to go to the trailhead to see what's at there, what they're selling now out there. Because if they don't have somebody doing 3D printed shit, guess what? I'll talk to Deborah out there and say, I want to come back. It's $10 it costs you to rent the space for a Saturday morning. And it's 8
What
o'clock.
is this,
It's
like
8 o'clock. Like a
Campbell.
farmer's market. Like a farmer's market type thing.
Mhm.
And they have everything out there. I used to thank you, Nunya. I used to what you call it? Sell my pictures out there. And
Yeah,
it
but
cost
you're
me
gonna have
$10.
to get some product built up if you're gonna go do that.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, those little boxes, print like 4 or 5 of those and take them with you. Those boxes are nice.
Yeah, because what I'm thinking
Girls
about
love them
doing
things.
is what I'll do is everything I print up, I'll take a real professional picture of, and I'll have a binder with all the pictures of stuff with the pricing, right? And then what I'll do is I'll have samples out there, or I'll have the products out there that they could just take. But if there's something that I'm gonna say, if there's something not, you can look through the book. I might not have it out here. I might not have printed. I could have it to you next week, like that. You just have to give me a
Well,
50% deposit or something,
you take a couple different style light boxes, like a sports team and like some kind of like girly
Yeah.
one, and you take some fidgets, like different things like that out there.
And like the earrings, I could make just earrings, all kind of different stuff, and have it out there, and not even worry about the Christmas stuff. I could have some Christmas stuff and some other stuff, there in case they want to buy it now or they want to wait, whatever. But I'll have it. I'll have pictures of it at least, because that's not a lot to carry. And all I need is one Rubbermaid container that I could layer it in, And so I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking I could make, if it should sell, I'm thinking that I could probably make about 500, 600, 800 a month doing that. Depending on what I'm selling, like especially like springtime, sell bird feeders and bird houses, And I'm sure I could sell those. But I've got to do them those I'm gonna have to do out of PETG. So they don't fade on people. So it'd be a lot of things. I could go all as far as even doing croc charms and selling croc charms. They cost you what, about 3 cents to make, 4 cents to make. Sell them for $3,
Yeah, and the ones that the company, I think they're called giblets
Yeah.
or something like that. Some weird name like that. But they're fucking expensive, dude. They charge like just for some of the little ones that have like sports teams on them and shit. They'll be like
Yeah.
$20-some for one of those. They
Yeah, I
are
could make
fucking expensive.
crotch arms and sell them. So I could sell them for like $5, you know, $3 to $5, depending on like the earrings. $5 to sell them all day. And I sell them, you know, I'm 23 cents.
Yeah, they're
What's up,
expensive.
Nanya?
Nanya, what's up?
But
Just want to say hello, everyone.
Ed,
Long time no see, buddy.
Miss you too, buddy.
well, I won't go that far now. He's pushing it.
I just want to check in and let you guys know how much I love you guys. Good to see you.
It's nice to see you, man.
I miss you,
What's
Paul.
new with you, Ed? Anything?
Daddy's in the hospital right now. His hip replacement isn't going good. He's got sepsis, but we're
Oh, man.
okay. We're working on it. We're okay. Other than that, we're good. We're good.
Now you got a pupper dog, right?
Yes, I do. Little Xander dog. He's a little wiener dog.
Yeah.
Girl. Yes, I do.
Joe's
check in with you.
Joe's been having trouble with his puppy.
And I just want to check in with you, Paul. I missed you.
Miss you
Justin
too.
gave me the link last night. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he didn't realize you had a new channel. Well,
So
see, what
lots
you
of-
should do is this
What?
is what you do normally. Like if you're going to a YouTube channel and you can't, like, say the person hasn't been on there a long time and you don't know what's going on with them, always go back and look at the comment section of the last few videos
Okay.
and live streams. Because, like, I put in their messages for that. But that's a
Okay.
good way to figure out, like, what happened because people usually start chatting in the comments about
All right.
somebody died or something like that.
Okay, I can do that. I think. Maybe.
Yep.
Let me put my glasses on so I can see. Oh, there we go. Joe, you look so thin.
Thank you.
Good job, brother.
I'm
Yeah, he's
working
been-
on it.
Been talking down to everybody now. He thinks he's better than everybody.
Girl.
Hey, I'll
It's like
put it this way: 50 waist to a 34.
That's a pretty good way to be. Just
Yeah,
saying.
it-
He said
Think I
the
did a
other
good-
day the doctor told me not to eat anything fatty, and I was like what? Donuts, biscuits? No,
yeah,
don't eat anything fatty.
yeah.
I got a little belly going on. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
And it didn't help this week that I went over to Johnny's twice, and I went over there he got back from the meetup, and I went over there to get all the goodies from the meetup because it's nice to have good friends that bring you goodies back. You know,
Girl.
I don't have to worry about going. So I get over there, and he says, "Let's go eat at Stuffed." There's a place called Stuffed, right? And I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, I want to go. I've been wanting to go there." And this place had a potato. Oh my God. Let me find it to show you.
Yeah,
It's a
show the
stuffed-
picture.
It's a stuffed potato, right? I gotta find
Taters
out
and
who-
cheese? Okay.
No, wait till you see this one.
All right.
Let me find it. That's Facebook. That's not what I want. I know I got it probably on mine. Because I sent it so I could show it. That's not what I'm trying to do. Hold on. What's that? Fine. But this potato is called the Big Easy.
Big Easy.
The Big Easy, right? It is got boudin, which is a rice sausage, shrimp, crawfish, and it's got a crawfish sauce. Yeah, I got it. Look at this potato.
Oh my God, that's a potato?
Yeah,
Yeah.
now that's the
That's a
potato.
meal right
Look
there.
at that.
That's
Now,
a
it's- yeah.
meal.
That's one potato. I cut it right there. And I said, shit, I want to take a picture after I cut it. All I
That's a
ate was
meal right there.
that left portion that's cut. That's what I ate at the restaurant. I
Girl.
brought the rest of it home. It weighed 2 pounds, 4 ounces. The rest of it, right? I cut that in half, ate half of it that night, and ate half of it the next day. Okay? So that was 3 different times I ate off of that thing. And then the worst part about it is that I went over there Friday, I think it was Friday, to shoot his granddaughter in the javelin throw at Southeastern, and I shot that. And they said we're all going out to eat. We went to Stuffed again. So I got potatoes twice in a week.
Yeah.
I still got a third or one
I
over
want
there.
to go. I want to go to Texas and try that big Texan. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
70-ounce steak. Yeah, I want to try that so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, the one I got the other day was a combination. It was two of them, two small, like half and half, but they were like the potatoes were half the size. One of them was the boiled seafood, and it had a butter sauce, and on the top it had I got it. I've never showed anybody, but on the top it had a piece of corn that was fried corn.
Yeah, I can imagine what a 70-ounce steak would cost.
It's
Jesus
a little
Christ.
Xander dog, only 3D printed. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thought you might.
My little Xander dog looks very much like that. He's a good boy.
He's
That's
not yellow like
not
that. Ted?
Not
Yeah,
yeller.
Eight pick.
And he's orange. I don't know what color you call it. Red? I think they call it red.
Yeah,
Something like
cool.
that. He looks very much like that, though.
Wow. So this is what I had Friday when I went back. It's two potatoes, right? This one's got a piece of deep fried corn on it. The sauce is like a butter sauce. They just pour butter all over it. And then this one here that's a piece of fried catfish. It's got shrimp
Okay.
all in it and crawfish. This has
All
got
right.
crawfish shrimp, and it was crawfish shrimp, a couple of pieces of sausage, and that big piece of corn. And that's a deep fried
All right.
piece of corn. Oh Lord, that was good.
The corn fritter, I think, right?
Well, it was something like that, but it was actually a kernel of corn
Okay.
that you just ate it like a corn on a cob, you know.
Okay.
But that's what I got the next day when I went over. The 2 days later when I went over there,
Well, how big were those potatoes?
they were about half the size of the other one. It's better to me if I ever go back, and I'm gonna go back. You know, I'm gonna get the Big Easy again. That to me was
Okay.
the best one they had. But they've
The
got them
Big
all kind of stuff.
Easy.
They've got them made with macaroni and cheese. They got them with it was
Okay.
macaroni and cheese and bacon and all of that stuffed in there. Then they've got that, to me, it's too many carbs. Then they've got one that's roast beef and cheddar and all kind of stuff. They got all kind of different
I think I'm gonna
arrangements
go
of
with
it.
the roast beef one.
Yeah, that
sounds
might be
good.
one. They got a Mexican one with like it's like taco seasoning, cilantro, and all that stuff. But the Big Easy that's the one. It's got the shrimp, the crawfish, and it's got the sauce on it, and it's a crawfish. It's like oh man, that just got so much
I
flavor.
never had a crawfish. I want to do a crawfish boil so bad, but I don't like the way they look. They're looking at me. Oh,
Dude,
That
they taste like shrimp, like lobster, bro.
they do?
Yeah,
Okay.
they got a different taste on 'em.
All right.
But I mean, if you like lobster, you'll probably like those.
I do like lobster.
Like they're very very similar texture and taste, and you dip them in butter just like you would any other lobster.
I went and saw my sister the day before Easter to drop off some 3D print stuff, and they had a crab boil the day before, and I left and came home with that right there. It's got the potatoes, the sausage, 3 crabs, and some corn.
Oh, are those blue crab? I think they are.
Yeah, blue crabs. Yeah, I brought those home and ate those the next day.
That
Those
looks
were
good.
good. But that was nice. I didn't have to worry about anything. Everything was deep in the Cajun seasoning, boiled in that, so it all had the same
Yeah.
flavor. But that was awesome. That's the thing is, my sister used to have a restaurant, so every time I go over there, I come home with something.
I never had a blue crab, but they do look tasty.
But it's a pain in the ass. It's actually a pain in the ass to clean, right, or to pick it out
Okay.
because it takes some work. But then I saw somebody on one of the Instagrams a couple of nights later. It's funny. I was talking about the crabs. I put a picture out here, and all of a sudden Instagram's got stuff about crabs.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm looking at it, and he says, "Let me teach you the best way to do it." He said, "I've been doing this for 40 years. Teach you the best way to do a crab." And he showed how to break the claws and how to do the stuff and everything else, right? and it was completely, it was almost the same what I do with the claws and everything. But when he got to the main body of the crab, he said, "I'll show you the easiest way." He took all the dead man, all the lungs off, everything off, cleaned it, and all he had was the piece of the shell, right? He took a knife and he sliced it right across the middle, turned it over, and everything slides right out. I said, "Lord help me." Took me 71 years to know that.
I want to try one so bad. They look so good.
Yeah, so that's the easy way. You just cut them in half down like half and half right down the middle, turn it over, and everything comes right out.
Be
You
careful.
boil
That's
them,
how you,
right? I think that's how you do it.
just be careful because that's how you get crabs in your beard. You think it's going to be
Hey,
good.
boy.
Yeah.
I got a lot of place for that to go.
What's up, Giggles?
A
You
lot of
think
place
it's
for
going to be
that to go.
tasty, and you, boom, you got crabs in your beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, wrong kind of crab.
I'll save it for later. Right up in here somewhere.
Yeah, that's crazy. They had another one on Instagram come pop up all of a sudden. I'm trying to think of where this come from. And I guarantee it was AI, but it was a redheaded, Irish girl, got the freckles, got all the green eyes, all the thing, going. And it was something about find you a man that drinks whiskey. If he can drink that nasty shit, he'll what he said, she said she'll tickle your butthole or something like this and
Oh
make
my
your
God.
bush feel great all day like that. And I said, what the hell is this coming on? You know?
I got a lovely lady named Crystal. And thanks to Justin, she can see me with the cam now. And so can you guys. I love her a lot. She's a really good girl. I love her so much. Thank you, Justin.
You're welcome. Let's see here. One.
She couldn't see me without you, buddy. She's not a redhead. She's got brown hair. But she's a good girl. And she loves her Eddie. Yes, she does. I'm so glad to see you guys. Joe, I hope your babies and your animals are good.
Yeah, I think she's all
I
right.
haven't
She's
seen
she's
you in a
acting a
long
little bit better.
haven't seen you in a while.
So, got a question, Justin. Have you ever seen
Uh-huh.
the Kermit the Frog on? You don't do Instagram, but it's on Kermit the Frog on Instagram that does the dark jokes.
No.
That popped up on mine last night. I said, "What the shit?"
Uh,
One of the jokes is the bad part about breaking up with your Japanese girlfriend.
What?
The
Yeah,
bows.
it's just let's see. I'm Austin Fam. Austin to Fam. That's what it says. But one it's dark jokes. It says, "What's the worst part about breaking up with your Japanese girlfriend? You have to drop the bomb twice before she understands." Okay. Right. Okay. The other one is, do you know what the world's most expensive haircut is? Chemotherapy.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. And then
Hopefully all our cancer survivors in the chat aren't offended.
Mom beat it 3 times. She ain't giving up. She's a fighter. She ain't giving up.
yeah. I'll give you another one. What shit. What do you call a Muslim time traveler?
Oh,
A blast
God.
from the past.
Jesus.
Oh my god, that made me giggle a little bit, not gonna lie.
And then this is the
That's the
best one.
direction we're taking.
This is the best one. What do you call an autistic army? Special forces.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they got worse. They got really worse. I had one. I sent one of them to Dominic last night, and I said, "We're all going to hell now." He come back and said, "I'm going to hell." He was watching it. It was funny. I mean, this one was bad. Let's see, I'm trying to remember what it was.
The universe is a crazy place. It's not an easy place to live. Ask the dinosaurs; they'll tell you the same thing I just did.
And then I sent him this one here. I said, I hope this doesn't happen at Uncle Bill's bowling alley, right?
What?
Watch.
Wow!
Now watch
Oh,
this.
he down.
Watch this.
Oh my God!
This one's the best one. Broke it in
This is
half.
organized chaos.
I love it.
Girl.
Yeah. I said, I hope that doesn't happen at Bill's. What was the other one I said we're going to hell with? Yeah, this one here. Let me see what it is. Yeah, I gotta put this on. This is the one I said, we watch this, we go on to hell. Okay.
Oh,
I
here
got
we go.
You gotta hear it
Here
too.
we go.
Yeah. You're gonna like this one, Paul. Let me make sure I got it. It's not letting me. Yeah, it is. There you got the sound.
Vegetables if I want to get big. I'm like, oh yeah, Mom? I have to eat my vegetables to do that? You sure? 'Cause I know for a fact your ass didn't get that big eating no motherfucking vegetables.
Number 4.
Now watch
Mom
this.
tucked me into bed and whispered, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Wait, did you just say there are bugs crawling on my bed biting me while I sleep? Why would you tell me that? Bro, I haven't slept in like 3 fucking days.
Number 3.
I just turned 1 and I've already got a drinking problem. I really gotta lay off the booze, man. Night after night I keep getting tit-faced.
Oh my God. Number 2.
I had a play date with my white neighbor's kid and he asked me if I still breastfeed. When I said yeah, he's like, gosh, you're so lucky you get to drink chocolate milk every day.
Oh my God.
What did you just say?
Oh my God! AI has gotten crazy, bro. Like what?
Don't threaten to wash my mouth with soap if I said it
Did I hear Trevor?
I'm like, do what you gotta do, Dad. Just promise me you won't use the same bar of soap that you wash your fat fucking ass with.
Oh my God! AI has gotten out of control. I love it.
I was crying
love
last
it.
night when I said that. When I saw that, I sent it to Dominic. It said, "Oh, we're going to hell."
Did I hear Trevor come in?
I don't see
No.
him.
I thought I heard him. I swear it sounded like him for a second there.
That was Eddie laughing.
Yeah, I was laughing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I mean,
Yeah,
that
pretty
just popped
funny.
up on my feed last night out of the blue. Because I see some with jokes on it sometimes. And when the first one came, the one before that, I was crying. My stomach was hurting. I was crying so hard. I was laughing so hard. I said,
Okay,
"Oh
Jim,
my
have
God."
a good one.
Better, Jim.
I'm gonna-
No,
I'm gonna go-
the baby video that Donald did with Tim was the best one.
I'm gonna go to. Love you guys. See you later.
Okay, Ed, take care. Come
See you
see us
later.
again.
Bye. I will.
Okay.
Donald did a really good job on that video.
Yep. But it says Instagram, I watch it at night. Let's see. But I'm gonna run over to John. He's gonna be on Drone Seekers at 2:00. So I'm gonna run over before 2:00.
Oh yeah, you gotta go get your drone.
Well, I'm gonna get there. He said, come over a little bit before the show. I'm gonna come over there, and when we go on the show, I'm gonna be sitting next to him. So I'm gonna crash Drone Seekers.
There you go.
So I'll go on Drone Seekers with him, and we'll be together on the show.
Now, how long does it take you to get there?
About 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
He's only about he's about 22 miles, about 25 minutes.
Don't trust him, Joe. Inspect that drone before you hand him the cash.
Well, he told me bring my goggles and everything so we can bind everything there, you know.
You bring
Well,
Put 'em
not
the
only
cash
bind it,
hands in
but
the
bind
case.
it and fly it.
Well, I know it's fine because I know nothing's wrong with it. I know, Johnny. I ain't worried about
You're
it.
not, but I'm saying you still got to give him shit, though.
Yeah.
You know, treat him like a customer you don't trust.
I said, shit, I want a
Like
bill
a
of sale, bitch. I'm gonna make a bill of sale and make him sign it. Why? Now, you know, I actually am gonna do a bill of sale. You know why?
Oh, Oh, do like
because
really funny terms of services and like super writing, small writing, so you can't read it.
I'm,
up
I'm gonna have
underneath
a
the
I'm gonna
signature.
have a 90-day return guarantee on it.
Yeah, put it all in real fine print, make it really tiny so you can't
Oh,
read it.
that's funny as shit. I might do that.
And I also agree to pay an extra 500 on top of it if anything goes wrong
Yeah.
for the first 3 years.
But the reason I am definitely getting a bill of sale from him, and because I'm gonna contact State Farm and get it put on my insurance, I'm gonna need a bill of sale. So I'll have it on State Farm covered. Actually, you know what? I can send him a bill of sale. I'm not saying that on air. I can make up a bill of sale from what you call Amazon at the price Amazon's charging, Because I had to have a bill of sale. What was it I put on there? I had to give him a bill of sale for something. That second Avada, the Avada 2 I bought after I crashed. And I had a bill of sale from DJI for the flyaway. So I just copied the bill of sale I had before, put a new date on and give it to him. They covered it. What do you want? You just coming over and say, love you? Thank you. Love you too.
Yeah, I can't believe they replaced the whole kit though. You think they would just replace the drone and the battery you lost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange.
Instead of paying you out for like say $1,400 for a whole kit, they would just pay you like 600 for the new drone and battery.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I could do? I could have Evelyn send me an invoice for everything Johnny's selling me and get the invoice and just use that invoice. You know what I mean? That might be a better way. That way it's on PayPal and I could print it off.
Take Johnny's and just take his name off of it and put yours on there.
Yeah, I might do that. I'm asking him if he's got invoices on that. I just want to get it on insurance, and they're gonna definitely need some kind of bill of sale. But I'm gonna mess with them. I'm gonna make one. Let's see what they got.
Probably print off a basic bill of sale.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it work. You all right? You okay? Yeah, he could.
Just have it where you both sign it. They'll cover it even if it's a private purchase.
Yeah, because I bought. They got my Air to Us on there from what you call it.
Oh, from
From Joe. What you call it? What's his name?
yeah,
You
I
know
know
what
what
I'm
you're
talking
talking about.
Bill of sale, 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 bill of sale. Then motorcycles that firearm, no other.
You're talking about Robbie.
It says
That's what
make
you're
a
talking about.
document. They got one that's free invoices. The state is gonna be Louisiana. It's gonna be an official thing. County. Oh, say St. Tammany. Yeah, you get to put all the information in it. That's pretty good.
Let it connect to work. Traffic.
I know he lives on Jack. I don't know his freaking address. I looked at it the other day.
Project Clear, it's making it work. Wording it downbound. Well, first upbound is the Niagara.
He was talking to me and showing me all the houses around where he lived at, right? And how
Caribou Isle.
they actually had a petition in. They want to change that street to Alfonso. You know, his last name? What's the zip code of Hammond? Hammond zip code. I'm gonna say 704. I'm gonna make one up. Probably wrong. This will give me an idea of how I want to do it. Did you fly today, Paul?
Yeah, I'm just tracking a ship now. I'm gonna go get. The ships are starting to move a little bit.
That's a good thing.
Well, I think I'm gonna call it, Joe.
Okay.
Everybody, hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again later today.
Later.
Bye for now.